everyone. Welcome to your history class. We are going to continue with the same chapter, India before Shivaji. So, in our last class, we did the objective of presenting our opinions on Aurangzeb's administration. In this class as well, we are going to do the same objective. Students will be able to present their opinions on Aurangzeb's administration by test to self connection. Okay, we are going to read one passage which I have taken from your history textbook, and we are going to connect it. Okay, we are going to connect with ourselves. Okay, we are going to put ourselves in the shoes of Aurangzeb and see what we have done, what would different we have done if we were on Aurangzeb's place. Okay, the challenging questions, we are going to keep the same questions in our mind. Okay, how was the relationship of Aurangzeb with his contemporaries का मतलब मैंने आपको बताया था with the rulers who were ruling at the same time of Aurangzeb in different regions of India. And do you think he would have been a better ruler if he had a peaceful relationship with his contemporaries? And you have to give reason as well. Okay. So these are the two same questions which I have taken from the last objective. The challenging questions remain the same. We'll move forward now. So far we have completed Aurangzeb's relationship uh, with Ahoms and Marathas. In this class, we are going to complete Aurangzeb's relationship with Sikhs and Rajput. So, how was his relationship with Sikhs and how was his relationship with Rajput during his era? So, these are the two pictures that I have taken from your history textbook. You can go back to your history textbook and you can see the pictures. Okay, you can read it from there. Conflict with the Sikhs. The ninth Guru of the Sikhs, Guru Tej Bahadur, protested strongly against Aurangzeb's policy of religious intolerance. So, what Guru Tej Bahadur did? So, actually, Guru Tej Bahadur was the ninth Guru of the Sikhs, and he protested against. Okay, he protested, matlab, he was against Aurangzeb's policy of religious intolerance. Right? We learned about who was Aurangzeb and how he used to operate his kingdom, how he used to operate his policies and all those things. So first of all, he was a very strict ruler, and there was unequal treatment. He used to give unequal treatment to Muslims and non-Muslims, right? So there was bias. He had biases against Muslims and against non-Muslims, and he used to oppress independent Muslims rulers. So Tej Bahadur was completely against his policies of religious intolerance, and what he did, he started revolting against Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb imprisoned him and he beheaded him. Beheading मतलब उसका सर काट दिया. He murdered him. Okay, so he was killed. Aurangzeb imprisoned him and beheaded him in 1675 CE. After him, Guru Gobind Singh became the Guru of the Sikhs. So he revolted against Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb killed him, and then after him, Guru Gobind Singh, he became the 10th Guru of the Sikhs. Guru Gobind Singh, if you can see his picture in the slide, he organized his followers and encouraged their martial spirit. He organized the Sikh youth into a fighting force called the Khalsa Dal. So what he did, he actually organized, he actually bring all he actually brought all the youth, all the young people from from Punjab, from that side. So all the young Sikh, okay, and what he did, he organized the Sikh youths into a fighting force. एक ग्रुप बना दिया था, वो ग्रुप का नाम उसने क्या रखा था, खालसा दल. Their headquarters were at Anandpur. Aurangzeb sent his army to fight the Sikhs. So what happened? Guru Gobind Singh, he made a group named as Khalsa Dal and started revolting against Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb ने अपनी army भेज दिया था to fight against Guru Gobind Singh and his army. His army, that means Aurangzeb's army, attacked Anandpur because Guru Gobind Singh का headquarter Anandpur में था. तो Aurangzeb attacked Anandpur. Although the Sikhs fought fiercely, they did not succeed. What happened? Aurangzeb's army, obviously it was very huge. Guru Gobind Singh का जो भी गुरु खालसा दल था, It was at this he just organized it, right? It was not very large or something. There were only youth people in that. So what happened? Although they fought very fiercely, but they lost the battle against Aurangzeb. So Aurangzeb won the battle. After that, Guru Gobind Singh came to the Deccan in 1708. That means 708 में 1708 में Guru Gobind Singh Deccan side में आ गया था, and there was an attempt on his life when he was at Nanded. So there was an attempt of killing him when he was in uh, when he was at Nanded. Soon after, the Guru succumbed to his wounds. That means he died. So उसको जो अटैक हुआ था उसके बाद में थोड़े दिनों के बाद में उसका डेथ. So this was his relationship uh, with Sikhs. First he killed uh, first he killed Guru Tej Bahadur, who was the ninth Sikh of the Guru, who was the ninth Guru of the Sikhs, and then he revolted. Then Guru Gobind Singh revolted against him, and he organized a youth fighting force called as Khalsa Dal. And then Aurangzeb also revolted. He started battling against him, and what happened in the end? Guru Gobind Singh also succumbed to death. We'll learn about his relationship with Rajputs. So Aurangzeb could not obtain the cooperations of Rajput either. That means there was no mutual understanding between Mughal Empire and Rajputs. After the death of Rana Jaswant Singh of Marwar, Aurangzeb annexed his kingdom to the Mughal Empire. What happened? मारवाड़ का एक राजा था राणा जसवंत सिंह. उसके डेथ के बाद में औरंगजेब कैप्चर्ड दैट रीजन. ओके. दुर्गादास राठौड़ crowned Jaswant Singh's minor son Ajit Singh as the king of Marwar. What Durgadas Rathod did, राणा जसवंत सिंह का जो छोटा बच्चा था, छोटा सन था, उसको किंग ऑफ मारवाड़ बनाया. माइनर मीन्स he was not he was very small. He was not 17 or 18 years of age. So Durgadas Rathod fought hard against the Mughals, and Aurangzeb sent Prince Akbar to Marwar to crush the resistance of Durgadas. So what Aurangzeb did when Durgadas was battling against Aurangzeb, and he made Jaswant Singh's minor son Ajit Singh as the king. औरंगजेब ने अपने प्रिंस को भेजा. प्रिंस का नाम था अकबर. So he sent Prince Akbar to fight against Durgadas Rathod. And what Prince Akbar did? Prince Akbar, instead of fighting against Rajputs, he joined hands with Rajput, and he rose in revolt against Aurangzeb. So an effort was made to seek help from the Marathas in Maharashtra, and in this revolt, Durgadas Rathod continues this struggle against the Mughals for the existence of Marwar. So just for the existence of Marwar को औरंगजेब से बचाने के लिए उसने बहुत बैटल किया दुर्गादास राठौड़ ने, and he somehow convinced Prince Akbar also to fight against Mughals, right? So these are your two questions. Make sure that you wrote it down in your notebook and answer these two questions in 1 or 2 sentences, not more than that. What made Guru Gobind Singh organize the fighting force Khalsa Dal? And what do you think? How would Aurangzeb felt when Prince Akbar joined hands with the enemies? Pause your video here and write down these two questions in your notebook, and you can write down the answers in your own words. We'll move forward now. So far we have completed 4 of the major rulers, okay, major rulers of India, and how was Aurangzeb's relationship with them, right? So we'll do a summary of whatever we have completed so far. So Aurangzeb, he became emperor in 1658 BC, and by that time Mughal Empire extended from Kashmir to Adil Shahi of Bijapur and from Kabul to Assam. I showed you with a map, right? I showed you the region which was acquired or which was conquered by Aurangzeb in our previous objective, right? In our previous session. Then how the conflict with Ahom started, who were Ahom people. So Ahom were people of Shan community of Assam, and Ahom defeated Aurangzeb's army under the leadership of Gadadhar Singh. So it wasn't like that Aurangzeb, whatever battle Aurangzeb fought, he won each and every battle. It wasn't like that, right? Ahoms, they gave a very fierce fight to Aurangzeb, and Ahoms defeated Aurangzeb's army, right? Then comes conflict with 6. Aurangzeb, he beheaded the ninth Guru Tej Bahadur in 1657 CE, which we just learned now. And then after ninth Guru Tej Bahadur, 10th Guru Gobind Singh, what he did, uh, he formed an army, Khalsa Dal, with youths, but they were defeated by Aurangzeb's army. Then comes conflict with Rajputs. So Aurangzeb could not obtain cooperation with from Rajputs, and what he did, he annexed Marwar after the death of Rana Jaswant Singh, and Durgadas Rathod crowned Rana Jaswant Singh's minor son Ajit Singh as king. And what he did, Aurangzeb sent Prince Akbar to fight against Durgadas, but instead of fighting against the Rajput, Prince Akbar joined hands with him and he started revolting against Aurangzeb. Revolt का मतलब मैंने आपको बताया था, to fight. Conflict with Marathas. Swaraj established by Shivaji Maharaj. So Shivaji Maharaj established Swaraj. We are going to learn about this more in our upcoming chapters. Okay. Shivaji Maharaj fought against Mughals and Aurangzeb came to the Deccan to conquer the south after the death of Shivaji Maharaj. So हमने पढ़ा था अहमदनगर तक का औरंगजेब ने कैप्चर कर लिया था. So after the death of Shivaji Maharaj, he started to move towards the south. Okay, and started capturing Deccan and all this part. The Marathas, however, gave him a very tough fight. We'll move forward. So with that, we have completed the chapter. Also, I will give you one total summary of all the topics that we discussed in this chapter, and I will also give you some worksheets on it, right? And this is your homework for today's session. You have to write an essay of 15 to 20 sentences on Aurangzeb's administration. Okay, whatever we have learned in previous two in the last objective as well as this objective. So based on that, you have to write down an essay. Okay, and also you can include points which have been given in this slide. Okay, you can include how was Aurangzeb as the king of Mughal Empire, and you can include the way he used to operate his kingdom. That means his administration, right? How he used to treat his people, how he used to treat his contemporaries, how he used to treat peasants. All those points you can include. Then his relationship with the Homs, Marathas, Rajputs, and things. You don't have to write down in detail. You just have to write down 2 or 3 points like who were Ahoms and how Ahoms and Aurangzeb started fighting against each other. Then how was the relationship with Marathas, with Rajput, with Sikhs. All those points you can write it down. The effects of his administration on the people. So how was the effect of his administration, right? People पे उसके लोगों पे औरंगजेब के लोगों पे उसका असर कैसे पड़ा, right? How was his policies? Was his policies beneficial for him or beneficial for them or not, right? जो unfair treatment होता, जो taxes लगते थे, all those points. And then in the end you have to give your own opinion and views on Aurangzeb in general as a king. Okay, so your opinion, like was he a good king or was he a bad king, or you have to give reason also. So these are the 5 points that you could use to write an essay. Make sure that you write an essay of 15 to 20 sentences. Don't go beyond 20 sentences. You just make sure that your essay is completed in 20 or 21, not more than that. Okay, 20, 30, 35 sentences nahi likhna hai, and you can present it in a passage format. Clear? So with that, we have completed our today's objective. I hope that now you have understood how to present your opinion on any topic. Okay, and make sure that you complete your homework and send it to me. Today is Friday, so you can send it to me on by Saturday. Okay, by Saturday, I want each and every one of you to complete your homework and send it to me. And make sure that if you are not sending your homework, you will be marked absent. So for I will mark you present only and only if you are sending me your homework. अगर आपने YouTube वीडियो देख लिया है but आपने homework send नहीं किया, so you will be marked absent, right? This is what we have communicated to your parents as well. So with that, we have come to an end of our today's session. Thank you so much, class.